Yo, what's up? This is Boss, and you're watching Boss Boxing Predictions number 46. Yes, the first fight that I will talk about is there aren't that many fights next weekend worth talking about. But anyway, the first one is in UK, in Newcastle actually. It's a super welterweight or light middleweight fight between Liam Smith and Liam Williams. The Battle of Two Liams, Part 2. Yeah, as you know, their last fight ended quite controversially, and you know, Smith was cut. Williams. He was cut from yeah, I don't know, it was a punch, I guess, to the right eyelid. But he was actually ahead on points, so he was unlucky. He was slightly ahead on all scorecards. So, yeah, I think I would favor Williams to win this time because he showed that he really has talent for sure. He's also a good puncher, obviously, even though perhaps not at the highest level. Well, that remains to be seen. I think, hits harder than Liam Smith, even though he has scored quite a lot of, well, 14 stoppages, 25 victories. I think Smith is a I think hadn't he been one of the Smith brothers, that he would likely not have, gotten the chance to fight for the WBO title. I mean, he didn't really beat anyone that good, and then he got to fight for the title against some guy who wasn't that good either, John Thompson. Yeah, he had two also easy defenses against second-rate opponents. And Williams, he stopped the previously undefeated Gary Corcoran, and that's, I guess, his best victory so far. But anyway, I think this time, the last fight, it was in Manchester, and anyway, it was more suitable for Smith, since it's both in England and close to his hometown of Liverpool. But this time it's in Newcastle, which is almost like a neutral territory. So I hope he will, not get screwed this time, Williams. So yeah, I think he will win uh, on points most likely. Yeah, I can see him pulling off a late stoppage as well, but I'm not gonna bet on it. Okay. So I my my thumbs are, I'm my bet is on Liam Williamson, and I hope he will win because I would like to see him then fight some other good fighters or even better than Liam Smith. So that's my prediction. Yes, and then there's a fight in Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. And first, let's take the middleweight one. Daniel Jacobs is returning to the ring for the first time since he lost to Golovkin in March, and he's fighting the undefeated Luis Arias from USA, who in his last fight he stopped Arif Magomedov in 5 rounds. Yeah, Arias. Well, I can see this. I mean, I'm sure Arias will put up a good fight, give a good, give his best. But I can't see this ending as anywhere anything else than as a knockout for Jacobs, because this guy is really he is something very dangerous spot puncher. Yeah, he's a killer, destroyer. Somewhere I guess fifth round or sixth, most likely it will happen, or even sooner, maybe third round. So it's hard, I guess, hard to say. But anyway, between the third and the sixth, let's say, a knockout for Danny Jacobs, because he gave Golovkin his closest fight yet. Some even say he won, but anyway, they are just being biased. So that's it. Jacobs will win by a knockout. And then there's a quite interesting heavyweight fight between Jarrell Miller, uh, Big Baby, and Mariusz Wach. Yeah, Miller, he stopped guys like Gerald Washington and Fred Cassie. Yeah, so I guess he's got some, credibility. He's giving up like three and a half inches in height to Wach, who is 6'7.5", and about, let's see, 4 inches I think in reach. Yes, that's right. Well, Wach, he's no world beater, but anyway, he's beaten Erkan Teper in his last fight, and he stopped a few guys, Travis Walker, Konstantin Irish. He was really beaten up badly by Vladimir Klitschko, and he experienced his first and only stoppage so far against Povetkin 2 years ago. But it was because of an injury in the last round that he had to pull out. So otherwise, he's almost impossible to knock out this guy. Yeah, well, the fight is in USA, so maybe Jarrell Miller, if he's really as good as he perhaps looks, he could get a decision against him. Yeah, he's a puncher, and I guess so is Wach. Well, not a pure puncher by any more, perhaps a guy who can stop his opponent if he lands enough punches and all that. But he certainly does carry quite a lot of power. It's just that because he's so tall and big, it's not always easy, for him to find a target and effectively, punch and catch a guy clean. That's not easy when you're 6'7" and you weigh like 260 pounds or something. Yeah, He usually weighs somewhere between 255 and 260. So I guess Miller will win this one on points. I'd say most likely, because I told you already this guy Wach, he's not doesn't look like someone who can be knocked out. He's got a really big strong chin. Yes, that's right. Hmm. And then we have a fight between yeah, Artur Beterbiev is coming back. That's good. The Chechen destroyer. He's fighting a guy who is more like a typical German fighter, European level fighter. His best victory came against Reno Liebenberg, who is also quite a mediocre fighter. He beat Liebenberg twice on points, and he's not a puncher. Definitely, this guy curling, yeah, curling. I guess the fight is in Fresno, so there's no chance of curling getting, preferential treatment either by the judges or by the referee. So that's good. Petreviev, he hasn't had a fight that lasted longer than 7 rounds, so that says about it. This one will not last that long either. This is his first fight since December, but that shouldn't be so important. So Beterbiev, I guess, will stop this guy curling in 4 or 5 rounds, maybe 6. That's my prediction. Yeah, that was interesting. Apart from that, I don't see any really interesting fights happening. No, just a few kind of interesting, but I don't know enough about the fighters to comment and to judge. So I think I'll end it there. So thanks for watching and bye bye.